Stateless issues in Sarawak is of course very challenging. Again, like I say, because of its geographical and also of the unique situation in Sarawak. But I think yes, cross borders and all that, coming from Indonesia and all that. But like I said in my in the forum earlier, Sarawak has already gone a step forward compared to other states by establishing a committee towards issuance of documentations for children on a fast track, so that these children will not be deprived of entry into public schools or public hospitals because they have these documentations. Yeah, so I think we need to work one step at a time, and having this committee, I believe, is a positive step forward. The other one is, of course, a problem that is affecting the whole of Malaysia is that the exposure of children to harm and violence. This happens everywhere. So, although Sarawak is not in the top 3 in terms of the incidence of abuse and neglect, but again, it is still worrying, especially when child sexual abuse by nature itself is already drowned in secrecy and silence. So, the reported case that we have is actually the tip of the iceberg. So that's why we want to raise greater awareness among very young children on safe and unsafe touches, and media should play its role in educating the public on on the importance of protecting children and empowering them of their rights, and making sure that, if there's anything that is mysterious when you see about a child, please be a busybody and find out more. Many of these cases that led to death, actually they are mostly preventable. Mean to say, neighbours have heard but then they not do anything. Teachers have suspected but they not do anything. Whereas under the law, our laws on child protection is actually quite good. We have mandatory reporting laws, mandatory informing laws for doctors, for childcare minders, and for family members. And we also encourage everybody, you and me, we are encouraged to inform the social welfare officer if we suspect. You see, you don't have to be afraid because your information will be protected. If your identity will be protected. If you, let's say, you say, hey, you think your neighbour is abusing a child, you can actually inform the social welfare. Now, if you suspect the abuse is sexual in nature, you don't have a choice. You must you must inform the police, because that is provided in Sexual Offences Against Children Act. So I think if the media alert the public on all this, legal requirements, I think it will be a strong step towards lessening the incidence of child abuse or bringing cases of child abuse to the attention of the authorities. Another issue that I'm very concerned is also the high rate of accidents involving children in Sarawak and in the whole country, affecting because children are riding motorcycles, very, very young ages. As early as 11, 12 years old, they ride motorbikes given by their own parents. Not for fun. They ride motorbikes to go to school. So if you ride something every day, like we drive every day, accidents can happen. And especially when they don't have the license. Why is the law saying that you must be at least 16 years old to have a license to ride a motorbike? The reason is because so that physically you're already competent to handle a machine. But when you ride as early as 11, 12, 13, 14, you're already opening yourself up to accidents. And it's very alarming because the rate of car motor accidents in Malaysia affecting children in the different age brackets, 7 to 12, 13 to 15, 13 to 18 is actually very high. Rate of accidents, rate of injuries suffered by children. So the fact that we even have statistics for 7 and 12 goes to show that how blatant people in Malaysia are disregarding the laws. You don't even respect the requirement that you have to have a minimum license in order to ride. And the purpose of that is, of course, to protect not just the children, other people as well. So this is another very concerning. This is not publicized in the newspaper, but then I think this is something which we really need to look into as a serious matter.